Hey guys, and welcome back to a Noob's Guide to Dark Souls from a Noob. In this episode, we're going to be taking on the Duke's Archives. Now, I do have some unfortunate news for you guys. This is not my first take of this area. And so, unfortunately, there are some non-respawnable enemies in this area that I just now realized I can't show you guys anymore. So I'm really sorry about that. I feel really stupid about it. What do we have on last time? Probably had the wolf ring on. I don't exactly remember. And a shield would be nice. There we go. Alright, so we're gonna go over and take out these two jerks. Because I only know what's in the chest on the right. I actually don't know what's in the chest on the left. Oh, how are you not dead? Okay, but yeah, guys, again, I'm really sorry that I can't reproduce that footage. It got deleted. The reason why I did not keep the footage is because I was just feeling really off that day, and I was just feeling really lackluster, so I didn't want to give you guys something that I thought you wouldn't enjoy. That's my rule, at least. Alright, these guys are being jerks and ganging up on us. Thankfully, we can exploit their slowness and still get hit. Alright. Man, that knockback on their attacks just sucks. It's gonna hurt. Finally. Okay. There we go. Second guy fell much easier. Sorry, I was a little bit quiet there, but I was kind of just focusing. Alright, let's go over and check this wall real quick. I don't know if this is... Nope, it's not. I thought it might be a hidden wall. Oh, there's Executioner Smo. One Twinkling Titanite. Not terrible. And then... Oh! I must have been thinking of the wrong place. Okay, then. I really wasn't paying attention. I could have sworn that this was the correct chest, because I saw a speedrunner get a lightning spear from one of these chests, and I could have sworn it was that one, so I didn't even bother to look at the where the chain was facing. Jeez, I'm just getting owned. Okay, come on, let me out. Okay, go down and run. Well, that's not the proper way to start out the Duke's Archives, but I guess that sums up Dark Souls a little bit and shows you guys that I am a bit human. But yeah, I'm kind of just not taking it seriously, I guess. But yes, the Duke's Archives. You may recognize this entrance. It was free. It was opened up by the Lord Vessel. Now, in here would be our first non-respawnable enemy. There would be another boar in here. Same with the boar that we fought in the Undead Burg. Same tactics still apply, except you'll find out your upgraded weapon is much more powerful. So basically what you want to do is block through his attacks, and then hit with a strong two-handed attack. You can backstab him, going all the way to his behind, and then backstabbing him will do a critical damage, or will do a critical attack, so that's nice. And, by the way, our second non-respawnable enemy would have been right here. He would have charged us from here. Both boars will charge on sight, so be careful of that. Now, coming over here, this bonfire will not normally be lit. However, I've already been through here, so it is lit. One good thing, by the way, if you're stuck by the second boar, is you can run past him, come up, and get in here. And he actually cannot get in between the pillar and the end of the elevator right there. So then you can just lock on and attack him. I do want to warn you to be careful, though, because that can... It'll get you close to him, so he might still attack you. How much poise do we have? 107, and those jerks were still breaking through our poise. Sheesh. Anyway, heading up here through this elevator, you just pull the lever. And you can see a new type of enemy. These are crystal enemies. I don't know exactly what their official title is. I just kind of call them crystal enemies or crystal hollows. As you can see, very little health. Their main job is annoyance. They're powerful when they're together, because then they can just start hitting you over and over again. And as you can see, they're all in positions to ambush us. Two hits, two normal hits from Rezui Handa. I'll take him down. And this archer up here. Just come up and backstab these guys. These guys are pretty weak, but again, in groups they can deal a lot of damage. Now, you guys saw there was a channeler there, and one of those guys had an attack buff on him, so you want to be careful of any enemy coming through this door. You also want to be careful of this channeler. Trying to see how many time through his attacks. But real quick, again, you want to be careful if the enemies coming through this door, because they're probably going to have an attack buff on them. So you definitely want to make sure that you either know how to parry them, or you block through their attacks. Now, you can see that that's a golem over there, and we can actually target him. We are not going to be taking him down today, however. He is part of another quest in this game, and we are not going to be taking him down. So here's another channeler. Shoot spells just like the old channeler. However, this guy and the rest of the guys in the Duke's Archives respawn. Annoying, I know, but they respawn. Now, a little history of this place. This is Seath's realm. And we know that Seath likes to experiment, especially on maidens, and he uses his channelers to get the maidens. So just a little bit of fun facts. Now, this place, about the Duke's Archives gameplay-wise, it's very, very easy to get lost here. So I want to warn you guys against coming here without a guide if you're playing your first time through. I will probably get lost coming through here, mainly because I'm just terrible at this place. But a guide, especially a YouTube guide, which I'm going to try to make as an effective YouTube guide as I can. A guide can be extremely helpful in navigating through here. That's what I used for my first time through, so. But, coming out from here, coming up the staircase, you want to turn right. I do know my basic way around here. We're going to go to that elevator soon. That is actually the real way we have to go, and we're going to come across. First, fight this guy. Always look around corners in Dark Souls. I knew he was there because I knew the area well enough. But, again, always come around corners with your shield up, looking around. So these guys, very easy to stop. A lot of their attacks are very slow, so if you're not using a shield, you can just, or if you're parrying, and if you're freaking out, you're like, oh, I'm going to miss the parry. Yeah, just back up. Not that bad. Alright. Whoops. Crystal Straight Sword. We probably can't wield it because it probably requires dexterity. But coming out here, this guy even gives you a hint about his presence. You can see his shadow in the sunlight. Another Crystal Straight Sword. We don't even have any... excuse me. Sorry for licking my lips. I don't know if that bothers anybody. But yeah, we don't even have any drop chance increase, so... Crazy we get two in a row like that. So, coming up here... You just pull the lever. Now, I don't know how to do the shortcut, but there is a shortcut where you can jump off from the elevator and land on that ledge down there, the first ledge that we passed, and you'll cut through a lot of this area. I've never done it. I don't know how to do it, so there you go. One thing you will want to do, however, or at least, okay, no, I thought you could send it back, but I guess not. So, coming up here, we can see that the crystals are growing even more, and we will see why in a moment. So, we can see this guy, and you can see there that he likes to parry. Not party, but parry. And he has an unfortunate habit of doing it a lot. He's kind of an annoying enemy. I would liken him to the undead thieves in the lower undead burg. The best way to counter this guy? Pyromancy! First of all, because he has no poise, and second of all, because he can't really parry Pyromancy. So an upgraded Pyromancy Glove will do wonders against this guy. But if you have a dex weapon, best way to fight him, very quick attacks, but again, you saw you saw that we have a heavy weapon, and heavy weapons are easier to parry. Killing him grants us 3,000 souls, so let us continue on. Alright, heading up, Crystal Lizard, spare no time thinking about it, just run up and hit him. He's about halfway up the stairs, so once you kill that guy, be ready for him. 2 blue Titanite chunks, pretty sweet. And you see, now it's basically all crystals, and here is the boss of this area. So before heading in, we don't have one, but if you have a rare ring of sacrifice, or even just a ring of sacrifice, use them. A rare ring of sacrifice will save you a lot of headache because this boss can curse you, okay? So, be warned. Also, if you have an item called the Curse Bite Ring, which can be bought from... No, it can't be bought. It can be found in New Londo. I should show you guys where that is. at some point. If you have the Curse Bite Ring, that will also help you against Curse. And I warn you, if you don't want to continue through this area, don't enter the Fog Gate. Just leave, because you will not be able to go through the rest. You will not be able to go back after you're entering this door. So, let's head on through. Meet Seath the Scaleless. You can see the source of all the crystals now. And I can see also one of those cursed guys there. So basic strategy with him is that there is no strategy. This first boss fight, you are to die. There's nothing more to it. Seath is completely invincible, even if you are fighting him. But the best way to not get cursed, if you see that you're getting cursed there, and you see your bar starting to fill up, run backwards, because his attacks have a certain limit toward the back door. But the best way to die very quickly is that beam that he sends down. You definitely want to be standing in the way of that, and don't raise your shield, because you guys saw there that took off a lot of damage for us, which a shield's supposed to do, but there you go. Alright, so our Ring of Sacrifice is shattered, as it's meant to be. I don't know why I didn't just go up. Alright, so let's light this bonfire and level up a little bit. If we can even level up, like, once. Level up. Oh, we can, look at that. What do we want to level up? Strength would be funny. For more damage. You know what? We want more vitality. Okay, yeah, we're gonna pop a soul for that one. Alright, so what kind of souls do we got going on here? Soul of Brave Warrior. Because why not? Alright, level up. More vitality. Alright, so let's explore our jail cell. Now, by the way, we have the Lord Vessel, but just like in the Painted World, we cannot escape from here. That bonfire is cut off from the rest of the game. You cannot warp here, you cannot warp out of here. We are trapped, so let us go and meet our cellmates. More crystal hollows. Not very friendly guys, but you know, I guess we have to get along with them. That's my favorite way of dealing with them, by the way. As you can see, it's locked, so what do? Well, this is game over. You shouldn't come to the Duke's Archives. No, I'm kidding. You should come over here and kill this snake guy. His body will always jump like that. Don't worry about it. It's scripted. And he gives you an Archive Tower Cell Key, which you use to open this up and walk through. Kind of an eerie cutscene, huh? Well, as you can see, the Snake Men are back. So, as always, these guys are very weak to our two-handed Zuihanda attack. But when those guys start charging you, keep your shield up and then let them pass. Those guys are not going to be a problem for us in a while. So do not worry about that. Alright. Oh no! So these monsters, these are actually products of Seath's experiments. They are maidens that were captured and made into these monsters. Best way to deal with them, they like to clump up, so one strong power attack can kill a lot of them. Another way to deal with them is make sure that when they're rearing up like that, you either close enough and hitting them, then trying to break their poise, or you're away from them, because that attack, as you can see, does a lot of damage and it gets you on the ground. So, alright. Kill this one. The poor maidens. Not even human anymore. Alright, these enemies are fairly squishy, though. I mean, they're not that big of a deal. The only real threat about them is that they can clump up and all hit you at once. And you see that attack there? I'm not sure. Okay, here we go again. I'm not sure what that missed attack does. It might just be magic, but it might also be toxic, so you might want to be careful. There we go, and as you can see, our strong attacks, even if they don't hit them, if they're close enough, they will do damage. Or they will stun them, I'm sorry. So let's head up and turn off that accursed alarm. Which, by the way, every time you exit your cell, you do not have to turn off the alarm. I warn you as you go up here, however, because there are some very strong enemies up here. And by strong enemies, I mean there's a lot of jerks up here. Because as you can see, one of those females up there is throwing lightning at us. So that's kind of annoying, but if you just stand behind this pillar and fight them there, even though we took damage, we have enough poise to push through it. So if you just stand behind this pillar, it's not that bad. And just walk up like a boss, shield up, keep moving, get in their range, get in their melee range, I should say, and then backstab them when they do an attack. Fairly straightforward. We know these guys during Sin's Fortress, they should be easy now. So opening this up, we get an Archive Tower Giant Key. That will become useful for our escape. So just come over here and turn off this accursed alarm. As you can see, kind of a cool little detail. Snake skin all over the alarm system, like they've been trying to shed their skin off by, you know, like rubbing on the alarm system. But let us head into here. And this is one proof that we know that these are maidens. Listen very carefully. Yes, they cry. They are completely unhostile to you. However, we're going to do the right thing and put them out of their misery. You can also see, however, that these two have a lot more health than the others. And again, they're not even hostile towards you after you attack them. But here's the real reason why we kill them. For two miracles: Soothing Sunlight and Bountiful Sunlight. Heals your allies. But here we have again Big Hat Logan, trapped again.
Hello again. What a chance meeting this is. Alas, I'm imprisoned once again. I don't suppose you could stage me a getaway. The archives. Such a storehouse of knowledge. So close, but just out of reach. The thought offends me so. I could simply die. As a student of the arts, you understand me, eh?
Oh, okay.
Hello again. What a chance meeting this is. Alas, I'm imprisoned once.
Alright. So, by the way, the giant tower key is not for freeing Big Hat Logan. Instead, you want to run all the way back up these stairs, taking off armor so you can run more quickly. Because these are a lot of stairs, people. You don't understand. This is much stairs. But running on up. Continuing running. I don't really know what to say. I mean, the archives are actually a pretty cool place. I mean, the storehouse of like all the magical knowledge and all the knowledge in general across Lordron. Pretty sweet. And that's why Logan's so interested in them, for the magic studies. Ah, and you can see that as we got closer, our friends decided to join us. There we go, and you can see that one is still damaged, which is really nice. One good thing about attacking them on the steps is that you can damage them, and then when they come back down, they're still damaged. Alright, so climbing up this is where we see the giant door. However, before we go through the giant door, we will unlock it, of course. We do have one last thing we want to do here before leaving. So go up here, open the door. Oh, the sun! To see the sun again! It's a miracle! Alright, so what you want to do is you want to run across these. Kind of scary, I know. And I mess this up sometimes, but you want to jump down onto that ledge down there. Not the one directly under us, but the one very farther down, without hitting the ledge right there. So you kind of want to do that. Fall a little bit left and try to guide your fall to the right a little bit. Then come over here and get the white seance ring and the maiden clothing. There's nothing else up there for us. Do not worry. Oh, we can probably level up again before we head on out. Yeah, so let's do that. We'll just get some more endurance. Alright. Those snake men will respawn and run all the way back up, by the way. We're just kind of going to attack them. Alright. Oh, I guess they'll attack you on sight. I didn't know that. Maybe I just always stepped aside and let them attack, pass? I don't know. But again, the alarm did not go off, so let's run all the way back up. Okay. So coming back up, we go to see Freedom. But real quick, let us discuss the White Seance Ring. A divine ring entrusted to the head bishop of the Way of White, and apostle to All-Father Lloyd, uncle to Lord Gwyn. It grants additional attunement slots. The head bishop of the Way of White is the guardian of law and caste, and one of the great royals of Thurland. So interesting that Seath had one of the royal members, or like a very, very prestigious person in Thurland up in his archives. But as we exit out of here, you can see there's a little ambush and this guy shooting arrows. And once we enter this room, there's going to be an even bigger ambush. But a great way to avoid it is to run past it. Oh, okay. Usually I just go in and get the backstab off them, but I guess they're jerks today. Usually you can just run and get the backstab and use the invincibility frames to let all those guys attack, and then kill them. Pretty simple. But as we head back up, it's the archives, and these jerks again. Best thing to do, kill them quickly. They are very annoying. So this is why the Duke's archives are so easy to get lost in. There's just so much space and so much of it looks the same. However, what we're going to basically be doing before we actually get out of the archives is we are going to go and clear this place out. Well, excuse me, I shouldn't say we were leaving the archives. We are going to be leaving the archives this episode. However, we are going to be basically clearing the way for our next trip into here. Let me guess, another crystal straight sword? Yep. Alright. So just clearing the way to make sure that we don't go to the same place again, and just because I like killing enemies with souls. Alright. So this place is basically divided into two halves. The half we're in right now, and then the half back from where we just came from. And the half that we came in that we are in right now has the large entrance. And there are 3 levels to the Duke's archives. Some of the levels can only be accessed by changing these staircases. So what you want to do is you want to go, and if it's a changeable staircase, it will have this handle. You turn it, and it'll begin to change. And you climb on up to the next area. And always look around at these little endpoints, because sometimes, there will be chests there. So you want to make sure you don't miss anything good. Alright, I guess he's just going to block the way. Thankfully, these archer guys are a lot weaker than normal dudes. Okay. So you can see that Chandler's shooting at us. Best way to avoid him is to keep moving and to always try to, if you stop, try to stop behind these pillars. But best thing to do to avoid this jerk is we're actually going to be doing some dark wood grain ringing. Because what we have to do, just so you guys know, is we're going to be dropping onto that staircase and then running up, flipping past his attacks, and then killing him. So what you want to do is you want to drop down, keep going. Now, when dodging his attacks, be very careful, because usually when they end up getting me, it's because I expect their attacks to be slow coming at me, but their attacks are very fast coming out of their weapon. So you want to be very careful of that. Also, as you saw, I kind of did there. One strategy you can do is just continuously flip if you're kind of new to dodging and all that. Okay, this is a safe chest. Sorcery, strong magic shield. So basically you apply a buff to your shield and increases in stability and strength. Cool. For you sorcery types. So real quick, let's just head over here. And you can see, this is where we came from originally. However, we're going to want to turn this for the greatest of effects. Alright. Hope I'm making sense to you guys. Or did we already go through here? You know, we may have already gone through here. My apologies. Alright, so then let's head out there. See, I get lost a lot in the Duke's Archives. I'm probably going to have to go look up a guide. Ah, yes. This is where we want to go. Let us re-equip all the things. So after the staircase with the channeler on top, you want to come over here, block this dude's arrow, and take the ladder on the right. If you continue to slide down, his attacks will not hit you, and I believe from as far down as we are now, he will not be able to attack you. But definitely, if you're going to do anything here, pull this lever. This is going to make a huge shortcut for us. Because as you can see, a bookshelf slides away, which is actually a really cool effect, by the way. And if you run across to this balcony, we get a bonfire! Very awesome. It's a nice little base of operations for us. Alright, so now that we have rested at the bonfire and restored all of our Estus, let us head back through this door. Alright, so I think there are 3 or 4 chests located throughout here, so again, always check the chains. But this is the clothing of the channelers. So let's read the description real quick. Robe of the Channelers. Sorcerers that serve Seath the Scaleless. Even after the onset of Seath madness, the Snatchers, as they were often called, ventured to far lands to find suitable human specimens. The heaviest of protective gear for sorcerers and imbued with magic. Interesting stuff. So all along, the Channelers have been serving Seath. As far out as the church in the Undead Burg. But that was a mimic right there. And in it we get the Enchanted Falchion. Come behind this staircase and you'll see another chest. This one not a trap. And you get the Crystal Ember, which I believe you give to Rickert. Alright, so come over here and pull this lever. And you drop this, and this is a staircase. Whee! Alright. So definitely kill this dude, and come down here for another chest. They're just throwing goodies all over at us. For 20 Prism Stones. Alright. So let us head through this fog gate. Or white light, whatever. And head down. Now you can see a giant mass of crystals over there. We'll be dealing with that in a moment. But what you want to do instead is head over to this golden golem and take it down. Because there's a very important person actually within the golem. So I don't know if I've gone over the golems yet, but they are very strong with a decent amount of poise. As you can see, one of their punches takes off a lot of damage. And a lot of stamina if it hits our shield. Best way to deal with them? Not get killed. But strong attacks strong attacks against them. Alright, good thing our bonfire isn't very far away. I'm going to have to stop soon though, unfortunately. Alright, so heading down here. Just for convenience sake. Oh, I never took off the wood grain ring. So, thankfully none of these chests respawn, so you know that you've already been through here. There we go. Parry time for these guys is basically kind of the same for the hollow soldiers in the Undead Burg. Kind of the same. They have a few similar attacks. Let's re-equip our shield. And then equip Havel's Ring. Still can't do it? Okay, then we don't need a shield then. Let us instead go for stamina regen. Alright. Run over and recollect our souls, because that was an okay amount. And get hit in the face by a golem, or in the back, more like. Alright, so this golem has a very important person within it. Definitely someone that we want to be freeing. Someone that will probably surprise you, for those of you who haven't played the game before. Alright, as you can see, this golem is limited to basic punching attacks and a few jumping attacks. And that one, I wonder if he has another attack that's very characteristic of golems. or crystal golems in this game. But Siegmeyer pops out. Not Siegmeyer.
It was you who rescued me. Why, thank you. I am Sieglind of Katarina. I don't know how I ended up in that crystal. It wasn't terrible in there, but I could hardly move. I must think of some way to repay you.
Sieglind of Katarina.
Oh, have you seen my father? You wouldn't miss him. A suit of armor just like mine. Thank goodness. I knew he was here somewhere. Well then, now I must find him. Thanks again, truly. Now if you'll just stay put and keep out of trouble.
She is referring to Siegmeyer. So Siegmeyer has a daughter. We have just started the end of Siegmeyer's quest line. Which, by the way, guys, we have to go and continue. Because I'm not sure at this point, because at this point what we're doing, and I say that at this point a lot, what we're doing now is I'm trying to finish up all the quest lines for all the different people. So what we're going to want to do is go to the Daughter of Chaos Bonfire. And we'll meet up with Siegmeyer here. Let's go for the Rusted Iron Ring so we can just run across the swamp. But where are we going? I cannot talk. What we are going to want to do is help Siegmeyer along in his next part of his quest, which should be pretty good. So, heading out from here, Siegmeyer is somewhere here in the Great Swamp. I cannot speak all of a sudden. But Siegmeyer is somewhere here in the Great Swamp. Let's see if we can put something on. Waistcloth of the Channelers and still flip. No, we cannot. It's heavy, okay. Snap this waistcloth. Dang, it's all heavy, huh? Maiden skirt. Wow, we must be just on the limit then. Okay, well, we're running around without pants. My apologies. Okay. So, as you guys recognize this place, Siegmeyer is somewhere towards the back, near where we got the Chloranthy ring. I don't remember his exact location, but I remember generally where he is. So Siegmeyer has a daughter. It does make one wonder what she's doing here. And it's also important to note that she is a Knight of Katarina as well. She's wearing that armor of the Knight of Katarina, and she introduced herself as Sieglind of Katarina. So makes you wonder: are they a family of knights, or did she take up after her father's duty of adventure? It's up to you guys to decide. I mean, obviously the producers had something in mind. Alright, Siegmeyer, where are you, my friend? I never actually finished Siegmeyer's quest before. I'm kind of excited to do it. Alright, Siegmeyer. There he is, in his usual pose, with his arms crossed. Appears that he's in quite a pickle indeed, so let's go over and talk to him.
Oh ho! Excuse me, I was so absorbed in thought I just drifted away. You see, I'm actually in a bit of a fix. I've made it this far, but I'm short on antidote moss for the trip back. By my knighthood, I'm ashamed to ask, but can you spare a few scraps of moss?
Siegmeyer, my friend, of course.
Fantastic. Thank you. A saint you are. This Knight of Katarina expresses his deepest gratitude. I shall not forget this. Please, take this, a symbol of my appreciation.
And we get his shield.
Our fates do seem entwined, don't they? Perhaps this, too, is the will of Lord Gwyn.
Alright, we shall see you in the next place we go, Siegmeyer. After the Duke's Archives, I mean. Okay. So real quick, let us just homeward bone back. And just so you guys know, in case you didn't pick up on that, what you need to do to help Siegmeyer is just have one blooming purple moss, or not blooming purple moss, just one purple moss clump. So I'm not sure exactly what happens with Sieglinde at this point. Let's go see if we need to talk to her again. Excuse me, guys. Always make sure to kill this jerk. Because he'll always come back and attack you when you're fighting the golems. It's not very nice of him. Alright. Sieglinde. Yeah, I think that once you freed her from the golem, she was freed. Alright, so in this area are tons and tons and tons of golems. None of which are as tough as the golden golem we fought, by the way. The golden golem is remarkably tough because it's a transport. But as you can see, they do have that move, which is very interesting, to say the least. Very nice little move set that they have. Very easy to dodge, too. Now, as you're heading closer into here, you're going to start encountering more and more of these jerks. And when they are grouped together, that's when they're more dangerous. Or if you're pressed up against an invisible wall, apparently. And as you can see, these normal blue golems, their poise is drained with one two-handed strong attack. They also drop blue titanite chunks. I forget, what do blue titanite chunks actually do? Magic weapon. Okay, yes, magic weapon. I am stupid. Alright. So let's continue forth. Crystal Cave. I actually really like this place. It's hard if you're going through as a new player, but I think it's really cool. Plus, it's just pretty. I mean, look at this. This is so cool. I mean, we're entering the lair of a dragon, guys. I mean, it's pretty sweet. More blue titanite. Kind of useless for us, but, you know, it's appreciated. We're actually getting a lot, considering we only have one humanity in our stock. Now, here's something that I think is really, really cool that they did. You can see these snowflakes falling. Well, they indicate a hidden path. So what you want to do is very carefully pull an Indiana Jones and step out onto the nothingness and follow the snowflakes. And you come onto here and you go to humanity. Now you may say, well, for humanity, that's not worth, you know, risking the stress of falling off a cliff. If it were just to humanity, I would agree. However, that mechanic comes into play later, so you need to be familiar with it. Now, these are butterflies. We've already fought the moonlight butterfly, I believe, right? We fought the moonlight butterfly. I guess we haven't. Okay, I'm stupid. Well, these are butterflies. Giving away information. They're interesting enemies. Very squishy. As you can see, he's kind of just chilling. If you have magic, you can hit them from a distance. Magic is very effective. If you have arrows, that is very effective. But we have neither. So we're going to want to back up and hit him. Now, these guys are kind of jerks in the sense that they shoot magic that is not very nice. As you can see there, because I freaked out and thought I was going to roll off a ledge. But these guys are not very nice. If you leave them alone, they won't attack you. I just kind of want to demonstrate that. I didn't mean to die. I will be honest with you guys. I didn't mean to die. But, stuff happens. Alright. I almost feel like speedrunning this, but, kind of want to be safe more than anything. What's in here? We hadn't really checked in here. Another chest. Okay, it's not a mimic. Another blue titanite junk. Okay. I guess that's all. You can hear the guy with arrows shooting us, or trying to shoot us from up here. Or up there, whatever. Whatever. Ow. Jerk. There we go. I have to admit, I'm actually having fun, or more fun, just flipping around than I am with heavy armor. We'll put on our heavy armor for the boss, don't worry guys. For these guys, it's a lot easier to fight them by dodging their attacks instead of just tanking them, especially when there's more than one of them. So that's why we're doing this. Dang, I love this Honda. Such a good weapon. By the way, these guys can't be parried, in case you didn't know. That'd be kind of cool if you could, though. Heck of a parry timing with that jump attack. That's gonna hurt. Oh, good, he missed. Oh, we have no stamina. Alright, that attack, as you just saw him do there, a lot of range, but it really doesn't, it'll take off a decent amount of health, but, other than the range, excuse me, it's not too threatening. Just be away from it or be behind him. It's not that bad. By the way, those guys can't be backstabbed either. Try right. That's good advice. Try plunging it. Don't try a plunging attack. Please. Ooh, that was close. Alright. Also, if you're new here, don't just flip around randomly. I do that because I sort of know what I'm doing. But, if you don't, and this is totally new to you, take it very slow. Very slow. Look around every time. Take it very slow. So, we're not going to attack the butterfly this time. Instead, we're going to explore this beautiful, wonderful place. By that I mean that it's filled with mutated freaks. Now, here we see another our first developer interview in a long time. It's not even an interview, it's a message. But as you can see, snowflakes are falling, or crystal pieces, whatever. So you want to follow them very carefully, try to follow them as best you can. And if it takes you some time to figure it out, just walk and just study them for a while. Now you can see this golem, he's much bigger, much stronger, as you can see. Actually, it would have been better had I equipped our armor. Let's put in our shield at the very least. Crap, crap, crap. Now, the battlefield here is scary as all heck. I will not lie to you guys. It's scary. I'm a little bit freaked out. Mainly because, I mean, it's so flipping narrow. And as you can see, you really just have to attack, bring back your shield, and block. Because these guys absorb a lot of hits, these bigger golems. I'm not sure if that guy responds either. Alright. Whoa, whoa! I take it we're not supposed to go that way, or we hit like an invisible glitch. I thought we were supposed to go this way. Okay. We see another butterfly there. We're not going to kill him. We can also see another hidden path. So again, look around. And remember that if you die... Oh, like we almost did. I forgot that that was supposed to happen. Remember that if you die, you can always go back. And if you get frustrated, go back. You'll leave the game for a while. Now that's supposed to happen, that fall. And it freaked me right the heck out. So we go back through here to this little mini cave, which is really cool looking, by the way. I don't want to risk walking across, because this is a Let's Play and I want to be able to do this in a professional manner. Or do we risk it? Do or die. Freaky as all heck, man. Never walked across this part before. I have never walked across. Now, they give you an out. I forgot to tell you guys. Prism Stone. Where'd it land? Okay. Well, let's see. Does it go this way? As you can see, it leaves a little color marker. And if you hear like a high-pitched scream come from it, what that means is that you're gonna die if you walk forward. So don't do that. So use these if you're a little freaked out. Mark your path. As you can see, the color stays for a little while. Okay. I was just about to say it. I was fairly confident where I was going to. Oh, I'm stupid. Okay, what time is it? 9:52. What's funny is we have enough time. Sorry for making that clicking noise. What's funny is I think we have enough time to go and kill Seath. Actually, you know what? No, we don't. And we also have a few things that we want to do here in the Duke's Archives. Now that I think on it, I'm being stupid. I don't know what I'm thinking. But guys, I do have to cut it here for the night. Now that I've just realized we have so much stuff to do, like free Big Hat Logan. Sheesh, I'm stupid. Sorry about that, guys. I will see you next time when we go on free Big Hat. Then we take on Seath. Also, if I kind of failed to answer questions, feel free to tell me, because I got a little bit confused in this area, and I feel like I've been getting a lot more confused lately. So, sorry if I haven't been doing such a good job, guys. But I'll see you guys next time.